turn up.
Is he coming back?
Um, he has no idea what he's talking about, so he's gonna put you off as long as he can until you forget.
Oh.
And then you're gonna have to
Hmm.
come back and ask me for some real
Hmm.
advice.
Alright, so is there any advice that you can give me?
Oh no, we're gonna wait and let Jay tell you.
Oh. Okay. I respect it.
Have
What
a
do you need for 10 dealer? Because this my triple damage proof has like 250 for each.
Okay, no. If your strength is 250, then your will has to be 260.
Alright,
exactly.
okay, so let me tell you.
Listen, if your strength is
Okay.
250,
Never
your
mind.
will literally has to be 260.
And then your power has to be
There's
Or
no 250s.
247 to 250.
247 exactly.
But then
This is
if your
my these are
strength
my
is like
numbers.
Yeah,
255, then your will has to be 260 and your power can be 243. So
exactly,
everything really
exactly.
My
balances between your strength and your will.
my will is 247 and then my power is 247.
No, that's not
Darn.
10 dealer. That's an I
Darn.
wish it could be, but it will never be.
Darn.
Me and Nikki think the same exact way because we know what we're talking about.
We
Just listen, okay? When it
258
comes to
for Jay is
pets,
nice.
What?
That's 258 is nice.
Yeah.
But you need to get the rest of your numbers up.
Yeah. I will eventually. I make the pet, but it has low numbers, and I don't know how to like raise them like with making the exact same stats on the pet, but just like
Okay,
raising the
well,
stats.
if you want to do it by yourself without any help, then you need the pets in the arena.
exactly, exactly,
The
Yeah, I had one of
armaments.
those.
exactly.
And
You
the thing about
definitely
those pets is it's really hard. I did it.
really
I
like
had to
really
clean the
hard.
pool and get like sword and shield out and
Yeah, and
Yeah, I
yeah, we
got
had,
those.
and it's so hard to get sword and shield. Like when I was getting my sword and shield out, like it didn't want to come out. It was like it was stuck in a closet, and I was trying to like, hey, it's 2016, get out the closet. And
Oh,
it wouldn't, it just stayed in the closet.
so Jay, what approach did you take to get sword and shield out?
To get sword and shield out,
Yes.
I went for the I went for the rattle bones approach. So basically, what that means
mhm.
is the rattle bones approach.
Okay, which
Okay.
is
Um, oh, the rattle bones. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. So the rattle bones approach
mhm.
to get the sword and shield off and out and off is because sword and shield, blah blah blah. So basically, what you want to do is, sorry, I'll be right back.
I got the right pet. I got the right pet, and then I got the good numbers. But then, like when I got it, I made it to like adult. Like first, I got proof, and then at adult, I got sword and shield, and I was like,
Oh, then you just should have
ouch.
hatched again until you got a good base, and then
All
you
right.
should
So
have built your pet
usually,
off
if
of
you
that.
exactly, so that's what basically what I was trying to tell you is that, all right, because all right, basically when you have sword and shield,
Mhm.
it's
Hmm.
like whoa, I'm a sword, but I'm a shield at the same time. It's crazy. So what you
Oh,
really want to do here, you want to be able to manifest the talents that you want by getting rid of the talents that you don't want. And I know it sounds like really hard and complicated, but it's not. So basically, this is the part where you want to pay attention. All right, so
okay.
what you really want to do here is basically you just have to, and from there it's more or less the same thing.
Um, did we miss the part where you actually said something?
Sorry,
I
Nikki.
didn't catch anything you
Yeah,
said.
I didn't catch it either.
What do you mean? What did you catch?
Like, how does he get it out of the pool, Jay?
Oh, the sword. Which one?
Sword and shield.
Okay, yeah, that's like the easy one. All right, so physically, sword and shield is like, oh, like whoa, no, no way. But basically, what you want to do is, and if that gets too complicated, you want to
If
like
what
more
gets too
What?
pets.
complicated? I'm missing all this pet advice. Like it's like
Two.
your mic is cutting out when you're telling it. Want to try
What
this
do you
again?
mean?
That's weird. Can
I know it's
you
like,
say it again?
yeah, say it one more time. Let us get it.
All right, so basically, all right, so the sword aspect of the sword and shield, that's the most difficult aspect because it's like,
Oh, they're two different talents?
sorry,
They're two different talents?
what do you mean, honey bunches?
Because you said the sword aspect of the shield. So is it harder to get the sword out or the shield?
All right. Well, as a catered pet enthusiast, I know that
Mhm.
you're fucking with me. And all right, so basically, what you want to do when you're dealing with the aspect ratio
Mm-hmm.
of the sword and shield, because the sword and the shield, that is where it becomes quite upsetting. Like some people, they don't know if they want to deal with the sword, they want to deal with the shield. So you as a person, you have to decide if you want the sword and the shield, because the simplest thing in life is the uh, the quarter comeback ratio of the great alliance of the circle trees. But you don't want, you really, what you don't want is the aspect ratio to be off, because if the aspect ratio is off, then you look like an idiot, and if you look like an idiot, then well, no one can really help you because you're a fucking stupid cunt in it. So basically, what you want to do is you want to come back with like a quarter, like, you know what I mean, a quarter comeback,
Mhm.
Okay,
and
but
then with the sword shield ratio and the aspect of the uh, the uh, the quarter comeback ratio, it's actually like really difficult sometimes. So what some people do is like they like to play around with the uh, the great uh, divide. I like to call it great divide. Of the comeback,
but
the
I
separation
always
ratio.
thought you would hatch it until you got a good base and then work it off of that.
Exactly, that's what I was saying, and that's the quarter comeback ratio that I was just talking about. So in
But
you know
how does your
in
theory work with mine?
all right, so if you'd stop interrupting me, I'd get there. So you have your ratio exactly, and then
Mhm.
you want to come back to it,
Mm-hmm.
and then but sometimes you can't because it's the quarter comeback ratio, and
Mhm.
that's the part that most people don't understand. It's like, oh
Ah.
no, what do I do? Oh no, fucking twats. But the quarter comeback ratio in itself is a magnificent device, and most people don't understand it, and that's understandable that they don't understand it because it is the quarter comeback ratio. But you guys are probably like getting confused and blah 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 blah.
I'm
But
hella
I
confused.
all right, because it's
Mhm.
not all right because you're not listening to the quarter comeback. All right,
Oh
so
no,
basically
I'm
you need to come
listening.
back. All right, so listen, all right. So you establish a base, da 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 da. You want to hatch a couple times, and you want to get the piglet involved, basically, and you hatch out. And then if you have a talent that you don't like, what you first you have to do, you have to get a piece of paper, then you have to highlight it, and then you have to come back with the quarter comeback ratio,
So
and then basically you want to be able to use your ratio basically to your advantage. But most people don't understand that the quarter comeback ratio, it's not exactly like exactly. So basically,
Mhm.
more or less, what you want to do is you want to be able to control it, but what also you want to have it free. So basically, you would highlight talents that you don't want, use the quarter comeback ratio algorithm. And then that part is actually like really simple, like boom, bam, 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 bing. And
okay,
you
do
want to
you
be able
think you
to
can break
basically
down
come
this
back
ratio
and
for us?
the quarter comeback ratio.
Yes, just break it
Yes,
down.
absolutely, absolutely.
Okay.
All right, so the quarter comeback ratio. All right, basically, it's in 1 second. Be right back.
Isn't this really interesting?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard of the quarter comeback ratio until just now,
Me either. Maybe that's
especially
how he gets
dealing
all
with
his good
pets.
pets.
I think so too. I don't
Maybe
think it
that's
has
how he gets
anything
it.
to do with Nikki at all.
Mm-mm.
It all comes down to this quarter comeback ratio. But
Hmm.
now we need to know the secret.
Mhm.
Jay, we need you.
Please, Jay. I just want to make a good pet.
We just want to be like you. I don't think he's gonna help us, Alex.
That is unfortunate.
Hey guys, I just won a match from second
Okay,
PM
we're not
like a
discussing
champ.
the arena right now. You're supposed to be
What
breaking
are
down the
we?
quarter comeback ratio for us.
Oh, I thought didn't I? Didn't we finish that?
No, we didn't
No,
finish it. We need to know, Jay. We want to
I
be like
thought
you.
I want
we
to write down
finished
the
the quarter.
numbers.
Yeah. All right. Well, the quarter comeback ratio is it's actually quite a simple thing. One second. Okay, just checking out some stuff here. The quarter comeback ratio is actually like really simple.
Hmm.
Jay,
Yes, honey bunches.
how do you get a 10 dealer pet?
That is a very, very, very good question, and the quarter comeback ratio is actually one of the greatest ways to get
Hmm.
10 dealer pet and
Alex, this
max
all
stats.
comes back to the quarter comeback ratio that we are unaware of.
Huh. I kind of want to figure out what this is.
All right, yeah, we'll definitely get there. We'll definitely get there.
Well, can we get there like now?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys want to know the quarter comeback ratio immediately?
Yeah.
Yes,
Hmm.
like I want to go make a pet right now.
Oh well, the quarter comeback ratio. I mean, it's very simple, but at the same time, it's super complex. So basically, the simplicity of the complexity and the algorithm of the optimistic outcome it all varies on the individual user.
Alex, get your pen and paper now.
And that all it all comes back to the quarter ratio.
All right, so it's the same for like getting sword and shield out, getting 10 dealer. Is it the same for getting defender out of your pet also?
Oh well, the quarter comeback ratio it doesn't dictate what talents um exactly that you want. Basically, you would use it to create a talent pool, whereas you would it's not guaranteed, but it does limit the chances of failing. So basically, what I'm saying is, if you were to use the quarter comeback ratio to basically to hatch out and remove the defender, the algorithm would take it out, thus putting it in using the optimistic and the basically there we have it.
Hmm.
Okay, so that's
Hmm.
all we do.
Yeah, that's all the quarter
Comeback
comeback ratio.
So
ratio.
basically, you just told us nothing.
Excuse you?
You
Wow.
told us nothing
I told
that
you
dealt with
everything that
pets.
you. I literally told you everything that you would need to know. And I don't
Hmm.
think how I can be any clearer. How do you think I have all these good pets on my account? What do you think
From
created
your
this?
sister, no Nikki?
And and I taught Nikki the quarter comeback ratio.
But I am Nikki, and I have no idea what the quarter comeback ratio is.
Alright, well, I explained it to you several times, and it's quite unfortunate that you're not picking up the quarter comeback ratio. We can just move on, that's fine.
All right, so can you give us the ratio?
Of the quarter comeback.
Yeah, like we
Yeah.
need the numbers.
Well, as I said, it's
Like, what
quite
do you
simple.
like? Is it 250 divided by this times this? Like,
Yeah.
All right. Well,
multiplied
like
into
as I
this?
said before, it's very simplistic, but the complexity of the simplicity is that's what confuses people.
Okay, so just give us the numbers then, and we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We're
The
both
quarter
good with
comeback.
math. Yeah.
I
Easy.
know I know that Alex is shit at math, and I also know that you were
What?
shit at math. So
I'm
I
good at
don't
math.
I don't
I'm
want to
very good with math.
I don't want to upset you guys. So basically, I'll do all the math of the quarter comeback ratio, and then you guys can just pretty much just take my word on it.
So you have no numbers for us.
I
Is that
have
what you're
all the
saying?
numbers. No, no, I'm saying that the quarter comeback ratio is absolutely foolproof, and I don't want you guys to get aggravated because it is really complex, and I don't want you guys to feel like you're inadequate.
Hmm.
You don't
So
want
you're calling
me
us
to
dumb?
feel inadequate. I
And
feel
that's what I'm trying
stupid
to
all of a
avoid.
sudden.
That's what I'm trying to avoid, Alexandra.
My name is Alex. Not
Alexandra.
Alexandra. It's not Alexandra.
Relax,
Alex,
Miss Lady.
I think we need to discuss this in private.
Discuss what?
Huh.
The quarter comeback
Hmm.
ratio.
Nikki, listen, okay, this is, as I said, just take my word on it, you know.
But I
Don't worry,
I don't
don't
understand.
worry
Like, I
about
have
it.
all these amazing pets, and I've never used the quarter comeback ratio. So, what you're telling me is if I had to use this ratio, I wouldn't have had so many failed pets. But you're not giving me the
I mean,
ratio so I can avoid it.
Hmm.
well, the rate, as I said, the ratio is very complex, Nikki. Very, very, very complex. So the ratio has to be able to basically equal the quarter comeback. Otherwise, everything is just it all goes to shit.
Hmm.
This is more harder than I thought. Well, that was a good
Hmm.
lesson in pet making. Something I will never listen to. Advice from Jay. Who does that?
I should make a video like that. Just what the fuck is the quarter comeback ratio?
Jay, there's a problem with that. You can't make a video because I just made a video.
Wait, what?
Hmm. Hmm. The quarter comeback ratio
The
is
quarter comeback ratio.
It's the name of my next vid.
the
How
quarter
to make any
comeback
pet in the
ratio.
world. The quarter comeback ratio.
What does that even mean?
Well, we're about to see what the viewers think.
Do this right now.
You know what's really strange? I'm starting to believe myself.
What?
That's so awkward.
What?